This is the New York session stream, taken as part of our Road to Funded series. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you get anything of value. And don't forget to turn on that notification bell because we are live every weekday, Monday to Friday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. That's 12:30 p.m. Watt, West African time. With that being said, let's get right into the charts. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Hope y'all had a good weekend. If you traded Asian session, London session, hope y'all had a profitable one. I did not, as has been my plight for some time now. But I'm looking to trade every single session this month. I'm looking to trade every single session. And that said, we are in a new month. This is the first trading day of June. May. So we got our May record up there. It wasn't terrible, but could be better. A lot of break evens for the month of May. And now that I mentioned that, though, I'm actually just gonna open gonna keep a spreadsheet. Might as well keep a spreadsheet, keep track of our monthly records. So for the month of May, we had 10 wins, 15 BEs, and 4 losses. Okay, gonna keep a record of I don't know how much profit did I make this. When did we get the new account? Was it in May? Was it like the beginning of May? Did I have the new account by then? Not sure. So for the first month, I'm not gonna record the profit made, unless I could probably just look at it in my terminal, just pick the dates and all. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Yeah, I'll check in the terminal, see how much profit we made for the month, put that into the record as well, and we'll go from there. We want to keep as much record as we can, on our way up, so we can look back on it and be like, yeah, we came a long way, Yeah, so this is no longer May. We are now in June. New month, new opportunities. All right, clean slate. Let's see what we can do for the month, y'all. All right, so right before I get into I'll say that at the end. So I'm most likely not gonna stream for the remainder of the week. Yeah, ironic, I know, given my intro says every day, every weekday, but yeah, because I'm gonna be traveling, and where I'm gonna be staying, I doubt I'll have a stable enough internet connection to even stream something that's that's passable for a stream. So we'll see, but I'll make the announcement at the end of the stream as well. And I'll put out a community message if in fact I'm not gonna stream, right? But that's it for that. Let's get into the analysis real quick. All right, cool. So new month. Previous month, monthly candle closed bullish on GJ. So yeah, we were looking for this candle to either continue this drive up, close bullish, or to flip, right? But we understood that with 1 or 2 days left, most likely it wasn't gonna flip, right? So it ended up doing the latter or the former, whichever one. It ended up driving, right? So now what you have now is a bullish closure respecting this level here, respecting 200.7 areas, right? The only time you can see to the left that you close respecting that area is right here. Well, so like right here, right? So the only time you've closed inside this range, right, respecting exactly this level, is right here. And what did you do once you did that here? You came up, right? You took out the highs, right? You created a top wick towards these areas, and then you started going back down, right? Then you started coming back down. So The same thing can happen here. That's the exact same way we called this move for the previous month. The exact same way we called this move, this whole candle flipping, creating this bottom wick, flipping and pushing up, was based off of historical data, right? So if we're gonna go off the same thing here, the only time that we've closed very similar to this is right here, right? So I mean, at that point, now you're expecting to come up so where do we have that top wick? So you're expecting to come up around 204 areas and then drive down, right? But yeah, we'll see what happens from there. Yeah, this one I can't really say exactly that it's gonna mirror this, but yeah, this is just to see what potential, right? What could potentially happen, right? That's just to see what could potentially happen. But we'll see. We'll come to more. We'll make a more what would I say, a more a sure outlook, right? Our outlook will become more solidified as we print more candles in the month here, right? So I mean, just looking at it right now, what you could have a, I mean, most likely you would create a more of a top wick here, right? Even if you're gonna drive down, most likely you will create a steeper top wick, probably towards these areas, right? So I mean, you could look for price to come up at some point, at least, right? But we'll see what price wants to do here. The weekly closed bullish above a level, sort of respecting 201. Yeah, so we closed above inside this range from about 199.8 to 201. We haven't really tapped into 201 either, so you do have a little bit of a range to go up. And it looks like you're creating a bottom wick now, so you might just have this bottom wick, take out this previous weekly lows, and then start to push up, right? You don't know yet, right? You don't really know that yet, but this could just be a bottom wick that's forming right now, or it could just be a drive down, right? This whole week could just continue pushing down for sort of a extended bottom wick for the monthly candle, but you know, we'll see. But I am still inclined on the buys. So previous daily closed bullish as well, but respecting. So this resistance is held quite nicely for a bit, right? We came down, we broke into this range, held support, pushed up, found resistance, came back, still held support at that same level, right? So this support is holding pretty nicely. So let's see now. Now we've tapped into that level. We've tapped into that support. Is this going to be the end of this bottom wick? And are we going to start driving up at this point? We'll see. We will see. But right now, everything is looking pretty bullish. Well, the higher time frames anyway. So just as I say that, we come down to the 4-hour candle, 4-hour time frame. And let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on here. Let's say something like this. Okay, so for the 4-hour, we came all the way. So we tapped into that resistance, right? We tapped into that resistance level. That pushed us all the way down. Yeah, that pushed us. So this is from 5 o'clock. I think there was news, no? Maybe there was news. I'm not sure. But this pushed us all the way down below a level here, below a level of support. So we closed bearish below. Now but the first thing we did here, we continued coming down, right? It looks like, well, I'm not really sure if we created the top wick first or the bottom wick first, but at this point now, you've come down, you've tapped into, you've created a bottom wick here, tapped into this same level, right? This is the 199.2, right? That's a pretty strong level even on the daily, right? So you've tapped into this level now. So if you're gonna start rejecting, you'll just start pushing up now, right? Because since you've tapped into this level, you've tapped into support, you've grabbed liquidity. So if this 4-hour candle ends up closing bullish above, you could start taking your buys to the top side, right? So that's a possibility as well. 199.7, which one was that? What level was that? I think 199. Yeah, so that's above the weekly support. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, the 4-hour closure is gonna be key here. The 4-hour closure is gonna be key. But if we can get something before as well, I take that. I take it happily. All right, so we are looking for buys here. We are looking for buys, but I would prefer the buys above, yeah, say, there is a little bit of noise right here. Eesh. Yeah, man. I guess that would be one. All right, sells, in terms of sells. Yeah, and I can see that I mean, if you go to the hourly and the 30-minute, right, we've been dropping down, right? The price has been bearish, but I'm looking at, you know, overall. Well, yeah, because that's exactly, even though I am inclined for the buys, that's why I need a, so what is this level? That's why I would prefer, yeah, I would prefer a 4-hour closer above. So yeah, in terms of the buys, I either take a buy with an hourly closer above, let me see, so that's one level, and then second level there. Okay, what's this on the 30-minute? Yeah, the levels are a bit choppy, I'm not gonna lie. Well, not choppy, but there's a little bit there's a little bit of traffic here. Let me see, 30. Okay, so buys above there. What's that? 199.82. What is that on the 4-hour? Okay, interesting. Yeah, so I mean, with for an hourly closer, for me to take the buys on the hourly closer, I would need the closer above here, right? But this is just with the hourly closer, right? But if the 4-hour, if we end up having a 4-hour closer coincide with the hourly, or the hourly coincide with the 4-hour above 199.67, around there, 199.67, 199.7, then yeah, I'll gladly take those as well. But for now, I think this is what I'm looking at in terms of the buys. And then in terms of the sells, and right now, what are we doing? Yeah, right now we're sort of, so this previous 30-minute, or this previous hourly closed below a level here, right? Okay, so you're respecting that level there. So I mean, if you end up flipping, so let me see, what is this? Okay, yeah, so you got a pretty wide range here, right? I do have a pretty wide range here, and you could potentially see play somewhere in this intermediary levels, but you know, nothing is really standing out to me right now. Yeah, it might just be a Monday thing, you know. Gotta get the juices flowing, so to speak. Yeah, yeah, we'll stick with these levels for now, and we'll see how we move from there. Yeah, nothing's really jumping out in me right now, because yeah, I do know these do look like some pretty wide ranges, and it does look like we have some opportunity in these ranges that we could potentially, you know, take advantage of. But yeah, nothing is really sticking out in me right now. Yeah, for the buys, I would really like the 4-hour closer. So either a closer above 199.8 or the 4-hour closure to coincide, because I mean, we have been going down, right? Because even though this formation, this is forming like a bullish formation, it is forming sort of what would I say, not a continuation, but not a rejection, what's the word I'm looking for, a pullback, a reversal. Yeah, this is sort of forming as a reversal on the 4-hour, the lower time frames, higher time frames as well. Yeah, if you never created this top wick, then I would say for sure we're coming back up, but you know, we might just continue dropping down a little bit more for a steeper bottom wick here, but we'll see. Yeah, so these are my levels for now. Yeah, that hourly would need to flip for me to even consider the sell. So yeah, these are my levels for now. Let's see how we form around these levels here. Cool. Cool. All right, let's take a quick look at gold. I think gold's pretty straightforward. Oh, you actually have a formation on gold. Well, no, you probably need this hourly to close. But if you end up pushing up on gold here, right, if this candle closes bullish on gold, this 30-minute candle, we might have some early entries. But let me actually see what's going on. So the monthly, okay, so pay attention to this, right? Look what happened. Since we started making this, you know, huge push to the top side, look what has happened every single time. We have a small bottom wick, we push straight up, right? We push straight up. We have a small bottom wick, we push straight up, right? Boom. We have a small bottom wick, right? Small bottom wick, we push straight up. So now we have our small bottom wick. Is it now time to push straight up? I mean, I couldn't tell you. And another thing I'm noticing, right? I mean, how many pips is this? 5399. So the range formed by the open and the close of the monthly candles have been reducing, right? They have been getting a little bit smaller. I'm not saying that's, you know, that's not that could just be coincidence, right? But I'm just saying it's something I'm gonna keep in mind, right? It's something I'm gonna take into consideration, so to speak. But yeah, now you have your small bottom wick. Is it now time to start pushing up? We'll see, right? We'll see. But things are looking good for the buys, at least on the monthly. So this weekly closed bearish, so that confirmed we don't really, because I had this level here. I moved some things around during Asian or London. They didn't take anything though. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, so we had this level here, but this candle ended up flipping, which means this, you know, this level never held, right? There wasn't really a level 2 hold over here. So yeah, this is just sort of one big range on the weekly. The previous weekly did close bearish. Yeah, but I mean, we closed bearish inside the range, so you could, now you've created a bottom wick, right? And I mean, like we said, right, on the monthly we just created a little bit of a bottom wick and then we take off, right? So now that we've created this bottom wick, which is also taking out the previous weekly lows, are we now, you know, primed to push up, or are we gonna still see a little bit of pullback, maybe down towards 2300 areas, right? We'll see. We will see. Daily close bearish though. Okay, so daily close bearish below support here, right? Daily close bearish below support. You've created a bottom wick. Interesting. So last time daily closed like this, the daily candle closed like this below this level. Yeah, last time daily closed like this, you had a little bit of a top wick and then you came down towards 2300, right? 2300 areas. So is the same thing gonna happen here? We'll see. We will see. But if we're gonna create a top wick though, yeah, you've pretty much tapped into the top wick areas. If this was a top wick, you've tapped into where you would expect to create a top wick. So if you're gonna start driving down now, you could just be, yeah, making that move. But yeah, let's see. So previous 4 closed bullish respecting a level here, right? We closed bullish respecting the level, and as long as we're below here, I'd say we can still drive down, right? Because now you tapped into this level where I would expect my top wick to be if we were gonna drive down on the daily, right? So we've made that top wick now. This 4-hour looks like it's gonna respect a key area of rejection as well, right? So you have this level right here. So you sort of have levels stacked on top of each other, right? You sort of have levels stacked on top of each other, but yeah, you could consider this whole range right here, this whole range as one level, to be honest. It's all sort of just wicks, just wicking in and out, right? So yeah, you've come up. Looks like you're gonna respect this major area of rejection. yeah, let's see what happens from there. This 4-hour level, I don't know, it's very choppy, very choppy, very choppy. Let me see, maybe here. Yeah, yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna actually put this down. Yeah, just put this down real quick. The low support. Yeah, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens with this. The 4-hour levels are they're very choppy around here, right? You just have sort of you have a bunch of levels that sort of merge into each other, right? So it's very choppy around these areas, but we'll just consider, we'll consider where we close. We'll consider the levels, around where we close, the resistance, support, and we'll go from there, right? But if you end up rejecting from these areas, right, this is a major area of rejection, right? And the daily time frame also confirms that for us, right? The daily time frame also confirms that in the sense of you see this closer here, right? This closer is the same as this. We closed below this level here, came up, created a top wick, and melted down, right? So now you've tapped into those areas. So are you primed to go down now? We'll see, right? We'll see. Yeah, this 4 hours is a little bit iffy right now, but we'll see how this closes. We'll see how this 4-hour closes, but yeah. All right, so in terms of sells, well, definitely not taking these buys. So probably, so this 4 hour is where is this 4 hour? Oh, that's the top wick. Okay, all right. So yeah, so if we're gonna create a top wick, it would be around these areas here. So if you end up closing above, you could start considering those buys above. Yep, you start considering those buys above. And then in terms of sells, I mean, you would like for this 4 hour to flip, right? Because if this 4 hour flips, you close below 2320 ish here, you should be good to continue that drive down, right? 2320 is what? Oh, you're already deep in the daily flip at that point. Where's the daily flip? Where's this daily flip? Let's see. So daily flip is not too far off, 2327. What levels do we have there? Okay, interesting. Okay, so you do technically have a level here, 2325. So maybe we start getting involved with the sells around there, but we'll see. We will see. Let's see, what are these 30 levels saying? Let me see what this 30-minute levels are saying as well. Yeah, well, this is what we got for now. We will update the levels as we go along, as price prints a little bit more. Yeah, that's what we got. Let's see how we form. I think for both GJ and gold, the 4 hour closer is gonna be key for both. I would prefer to take the 4 hour close instead of just the hourly, no lie, but I mean, if we get the play off of the hourly, I'll take it. All right, if we can get an early trade here, I'll take it. Right, I'll take that as well. Go GJ. So GJ coming up still. Yeah, it's gonna be hard for me to take GJ for the buys before we close. Right, the only way I would take GJ for the buys before 4 hour closer would be if this next hourly now, if we have a crazy bottom wick. So we need a bottom wick. Well, not crazy, but we need a bottom wick towards these levels. And then if you flip, I'll take those buys going up. But you would need to close exactly like how we are right now. So we close above this, but not above this level here, this overall level. So you use that as your vantage point, right? You use that as your vantage point, and this is about how many pips? About 20 pip vantage point, which is not terrible. It's not terrible at all. Cool. All right, let's see what happens here. We got about 3 minutes. Oh, my fault. We got about 3 minutes for the hourly closer. Let's see what happens. News wise, oh, we have news. Okay, it's interesting. Yeah, I mean, usually I almost assumed we wouldn't have any news, because I mean, usually on a Monday you don't, right? But I guess it is the first of the month. Well, the first trading session of the month, anyways. So S&P, so this is all 9:45, 10. So I'm not gonna be around for this. Yeah, I'm not gonna be around for any of this. So c'est la vie, huh? No, well, I might. Will I? 9:45 though. Yeah, nah, I won't. Yeah, 9:45 a little too late. I'll probably be out of here by 9:30 tops, but most likely by 9 I'll be out of here. So I'm not gonna partake in the news. So if we can get something before news, that would be nice. Get the month started off right, you know. Get the month of June started off right. All right, let me check real quick. Let me see if I can figure out my profits for May. I don't know if we had the new account from the beginning of May. I think we did. But let me see. Actually, I'll just check on my. Let me use my phone terminal. Let me use MT4 on my phone. Let's see what I'm going. Let's see. Last month, sure. Okay. So I made a whooping sum of. Wait, where was this from? Let me see. So second, first, yeah. So I made a whooping sum of minus 1.65. So I was break even for the month. Yeah, it was. I mean, it's a negative, yeah, but I mean it's 1.65, man. So technically that's break even, you know. I probably had my, you know, my stop loss a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Slips, you know, slips. We're gonna say it's a break even month. Come on. Yeah. I'll put that one on the record. Yes, sir. So profit 1.65. I love 0.65, and then we'll say this is BE. Break even month right there. Sir. All right, we got about 10 seconds left for a closer. Let's see. All right, we just closed on the hourly. Let's see. So gold closure, closed bearish, respected. So nothing much off gold. Nothing much I can take off gold. The hourly. I mean, it could come down here. Yeah, nah. Because even if I'm saying I want to take this range going up, you have this level here as well. That you close below, right? You sort of close back below that level. So yeah, I don't really have anything on gold as of now. GJ though, okay, GJ closed above this level. So you're already coming up. You're already making that top wick. So let me see. 4, that's the flip. All right, that's the flip, baby. Yeah, so nothing yet on GJ. And nothing quite yet on GJ. But look alive, because we might. Trying to see. It's hourly closed above, right? Closed above. Close respecting this level though. Close above most recent. Close above most recent. I'm trying to think if we can. So if you come down here, create a bottom wick towards this level here, can you now take a buy going up on, say, the flip of this? And this is about 10 pips, which is not terrible. Which is not terrible. It's not the, it wouldn't be the cleanest entry. Definitely wouldn't be the cleanest entry, but I'm just trying to figure out if it's even a good entry. Let me see. 30-minute, okay. Let me see the 4. Yeah. Really, most of this lies on the shoulders of the 4, I'd say. All right. If we had a foreclosure just then, and it was a foreclosure above here, I would take those buys as soon as we created this bottom wick. As soon as we flipped, I would take those buys, right? But what I'm seeing right now, so you did, so you close. Is this a fake out? This is almost a, okay, not quite a, nah, not really a fake out, because you did hold this level and then drive down, so it's not really a fake out, but you are back above here. Okay, so most likely you're gonna tap into 199.8 here. Most likely. Highly likely you tap into 199.8. Just because, I mean, you came down below this level. You found the level held as resistance to the downside. You pushed down, you tapped into a level of support, and then you push straight back up, right? Push straight back up and closed above. So at this point, I'm thinking if you're gonna continue driving down beyond this point, you're gonna most likely come up and tap 199.8. Right? Most likely. Because look at here. Look at here. Before you drove down all the way here, look where you tapped into, right? You tapped into 199.8 areas, right? This one as well. Before you made this big push all the way down, what did you do? You came and you tapped into 199.8 areas. I'm not sure how this kind of formed though, but the moral of the story is you tapped into that level before this actually happened, right? So most likely you're gonna tap 199.8. It's just a matter of the entries now. Just a matter of the entries, because I mean, with the way price is forming, you could just take, okay, this is the first 5-minute closer, right? And you are closing above. So I mean, with the way this is forming, you could just take a buy as soon as this candle closes, and you still have 11 pips, right? You still have 11 pips to play with there. Now this is pushing though. Yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot of levels here, and yeah, nah, so it's a little too much noise in this level for me to take an entry, anyways, right? But I am thinking 199.8 is gonna get tapped here, minimum. But yeah, I don't really have an entry for it. Yeah, it might just be a slow week, or sorry, a slow start to the week. You know what I'm saying? On my end, I mean, not even the markets. Just nothing is really jumping out at me right now. Nothing is really jumping out at me. Let me see. So if you come back down, right, if you come back down. Okay, yeah, let's see what happens here. I'm gonna stay out of this for now. I'm just gonna stay out of this. I'm just let this form, let this cook. Yeah, I'm gonna let this cook. Just let this cook and see what I go on. Because if we end up closing like this on the 4, I mean, hopefully we don't just drive all the way straight up to 200. But if we end up closing like this on the 4, then we can take those buys going up, right? But if you end up coming up now to 199.8 and you reject, and you can get a closure below 199.5. Let me see, 199.5 here is what? Yeah, 199.5. Yeah, that's a flip. Right? That's the flip of the 4-hour candle as well. So if you can get that as well, then you can take the sells. So I might as well wait here for it. I mean, at least let me see how the 30-minute closes, right? Yeah, at least let me see how the 30-minute closes. Because I do still think we're gonna come up here a little bit more, but there are no entries for it, right? I'm not trying to just be in a you know, in limbo. Not trying to be in limbo. You wanna take the positions when they're ready to happen, right? That's the ideal. Ideally, you want to take the position when it's about to happen. So you're not just, you're not just sitting in drawdown, leaving your psychology in the hands of the market fluctuation. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. That's what we're waiting for. Let's see what happens. Let's see. So let's see profit to profit, and then outcome or something like that. Right, let's see what the month of June can do for us here. June, can you do something for me? Let's see what the month of June can do for us. This might be the month we get funded. You never know. You never know. Never mind. Current profit. I think I got a little bit more than that. Yeah. I'm about $40 in. 0.66. Nice. It's 440 to go. 440 to go. All right. You know, June would have been May would have been a much more decent month if. Let me see. I want to see those. So my losing trades, right? My losing trades were so $38, 36, 33. Okay, so yeah, nothing crazy. Okay, yeah. Never mind. Oh no, yeah, I know. Yeah. There you go. There was this one trade I took. No, but was that this account though? I don't think that was this account. Oh no, it is. Wait, hold up. Last 3 months. Let me see. April 30th. Oh, okay. April 30th, huh? Okay, I guess it is this account, no? Okay. Interesting. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, so we're coming up here. We're making our way up. We are making our way up. Again, most likely we're gonna tap 199.8 if we haven't already tapped already. So not quite, but Yeah, most likely we tap that level, but we don't really have any entries going up towards that level. We create a very if we create a steep bottom wick, then sure, we could take we could try and capitalize on however much range we have left here, but we need a steep bottom wick first. I don't think we're gonna get that though, so it's a waiting game. This 4 hour has, or this hourly has no top wick. 4 hour looks to be rejecting heavy there. All right, daily flip now. We flipped on the daily. Okay, things are cooking up a little bit for the gold sales as well. Let's see what we can get. Yeah, so the only really bad trade I had last month was one of the first few trades I had. It was a buy on gold. Yeah, 196. I closed this for 196 in a loss. Crazy. How did that happen? Okay. Yeah, well, yeah. Let's see what June holds for us. May was a break-even month. Let's see if June is nice to us here. Yo, if I pass the challenge this month, I'm gonna name my first daughter June. Yeah, I got to know. Be like, yo, why you name me June? Like, hey, how you think you got that Lambo? Why you think you driving that Lambo at the age of 12? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, like it all started in June, man. It all started in June. All right, 15 about to close. So here's what I'll say. Here's what I'd say, right? How many pips is this? How much range do we have here? We got about 10 pips here. So what I'd say, if we end up coming down, creating a steep bottom wick off this 15-minute close, if you can get a steep bottom wick to these areas, then I'll actually take the buy on the flip to capitalize. This is still like a 8 pip range, right? So it's not terrible range, but I need that steep bottom wick and then take the buys going up. What that tells me, right? I mean, even though I believe we're gonna continue pushing up, what a steep bottom wick tells me is that we don't need to come back down, right? Because what could happen here, right? Say I took this buy as soon as we close, right? And say we had like a small bottom wick and I took this buy. What we could do, we could come up here, still not hit targets, right? And then start coming down. So now I'm in drawdown, right? Now I'm gonna be in drawdown, all of this BS, right? But as opposed to if you just close here and then you just came straight down, create that bottom wick, that just tells me, okay, now we don't really need to come back down because we've created that bottom wick. Any reason to come back down has been done already, right? We've grabbed liquidity, whatever, right? So now once we then flip, then I can, you know, more comfortably take those buys. So yeah, let's see how this 15 forms. The faster we form this bottom wick, the better it's gonna be. I'll be flip on the 30 as well, hourly. Yeah, man. That's all right. Okay. Yeah, that's what we're looking at. Let's see. Bruh. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, so. Uh, a lot of things going on in the world, huh? Crazy. So you didn't quite tap 199.8, but you did tap around those areas, and you are rejecting now. So 15 closed above. Yeah, so you never created that bottom wick we're looking for, right? So I mean, at this point, because you already created this top wick, so at this point, even if you do end up coming down here, we're not taking anything until at least a 30-minute close, right? At least a 30-minute close. See. Oh, yeah, gold is coming down for the flip on the 4. Believe the daily already flipped. Yep, daily already flipped. Hourly still has no top wick. Yeah, let's see. Hey, news could not news. Price could just be stalling, you know, for news to drop. News to drop later, maybe. Wait, what? What did I just say? Bruh, I'm hella tired. So price could just be waiting for news to drop a little bit later at 9:45 and 10, I believe. Yeah, 9:45 and 10. So we might just, you know, we might not see much volume here until news, but I won't be around for news, but we'll see. So 820 just hit, so that's COMEX open. Let's see if that brings in some volume for gold here. 830 about to hit as well. Let's see what the volume is saying at those times. I mean, so for the buys, right, even if this 30-minute closes above, it's gonna be tough for me to take the buys off rip. Yeah, I hope the 30-minute doesn't close above here, because if the 30-minute closes above, then you might just drive up, but you don't really, yeah, I don't really want to take, I don't want to take those buys yet. I'd prefer for this 4-hour to close first to really confirm that this is just gonna be a push up, right? But what you could, if you end up waiting for the 4-hour to close, this whole candle could just come up to 200, right? And at that point, I would need I mean, if we end up tapping into this level and not closing above, I'd need a very steep bottom wick before I can start taking the buys again, going up. Let's Wagwan, bro. How you doing, man? Best in Nambao. Best in Nambao Junior the third. You're a junior and the third. You're the third junior. That's tough. That's tough. How you doing, man? How you doing? Zambia, my brother. Alpha, my African brother. Zambia in the building. Zambia in the building. Okay, so let's see. 7 minutes left for this 30-minute close. Let's see what going. I'm good, my brother. I'm good. Just trying to get some out of this market. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, I'm hoping we don't close above 199.829 because then that might trigger some buys here. Might trigger in some buys, but like I said, I'd prefer the 4-hour to close, to really close, for us to start taking any buys. But yeah, I'll tell you the only way I'll take a buy here, right? So if we close above 199.829, but we're still respecting sort of this level here, right? Sort of almost overall level over here, right? Yeah, so if we close respecting these levels, but we close above 199.829, I'm gonna look for a steeper bottom wick, but like towards these areas here, right? Steeper bottom wick towards these areas, and then I'll take the buys going up. But let's see. Let's see. Let us bow our heads and pray. Hey, man. Some sad music, bro. It's some sad music. I'll be playing sad music on the Forex stream. Forex streams are happy. Yeah. All right, so we're flipping on this gold. All right, looks like we have a little bit of volume coming in now on gold. We flipped on that gold. We flipped on the hourly. So now we have a top wick. Cool. So we have a top wick. So let's see how this 30-minute closes. Are we gonna keep pushing up, or are we gonna come down? So a 30-minute closer. What am I looking for? 30-minute closer. That almost be a fake out. Huh? Okay, so I mean, if this 30-minute ends up coming up, closes above this level here that we previously rejected, right? If we end up closing above this level, you do have about 30 pips to work with. If you close like right above, if you close right above this level, you do have 30 pips to work with. But yeah, I really don't want to take any buys until we have that 4-hour confirmation. Yeah, man. I mean, when you really look at it, because these are all levels here, right? The levels are a bit condensed here. Not condensed, but overlapping, right? Because you have a resistance here, technically. You have another level here. You have a level here that's holding a support. You have another level here. So there are a lot of like overlapping levels here. So if you're considering this overall, if you're gonna drive down, you're at a level of major rejection, right? You're in an area of major rejection. So really you want to confirm the closures above, right? Because if you confirm these closures above on the 4-hour, then you can start really, you can start taking some here. Yeah, so the buys here wouldn't be until, yeah, closer above there, I'd say. Yeah, so let's see how this 30 closes in about 2 minutes or 3 minutes here. Right, 1 minute left for the 30-minute closure. All right, let's see. Can we get some here? One minute. Mm. All right. Boom. Okay, 10 seconds left for a closure here. What we getting? What can we get right here? What we getting right here? Cool. So nothing off of this 30-minute closure. Let me see gold real quick. Okay. So gold, you ended up closing, well, sort of respecting, right? So you closed above most recent, which would be this level here, which would be a little bit below right there. So you close above most recent, but looking at the overall level, right, this level right here, resistance level here, you sort of respect it, right? So I mean, regardless, you want to stay out of this. 30 minutes left here. The 4 hours is gonna close in about 30 minutes. You might as well wait. Yeah, you might as well wait here. So what I'm gonna do, cause, well, no, let me stay here till, yeah, let me see how this 15-minute closes. Yeah, the only reason I was gonna leave is cause, well, not leave, but like go AFK until the 4 o'clock close at 9 a.m. Because if I'm not gonna take an entry before this 15-minute closes, I'm definitely not taking an entry on the last 15 minutes, right? I'm gonna wait for the 4 hour to close. Yeah, so GJ, see GJ. I mean, yeah, so now you have 2 bullish closes on GJ, 4 hour. Yeah, so let me say it like this: your best bet, your safest bet, your safest, most surest entries will come after a 4 hour close, right? For sure. But that doesn't mean you can't get some entries before, right? That doesn't mean you can't get some admittedly lower level entries, but still entries, right? Before the 4 hour close. Let me see. So I mean, you've made that bottom wick now. Yeah, so if you flip again, you might drive up. You might drive up if you flip again. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I'd say if this was gonna drive up and take out this this wick to the left, you would do it now, right? You don't really need a steeper bottom wick than this, right? You would flip now and you would take this out. So how many pips is this? It's about a 13-14 pip range right here. With just the wick is about a 9 pip range. The wick fill is about a 9 pip range, which is decent for to go BE. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, there are too many reasons for me not to take the buys right now for me to take it, right? There are too many reasons for me not to take the buy. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait for the 4 hour closure on this. I'm not even gonna mess around and find out. I'm gonna wait for the 4 hour closure there. I'm gonna wait for the 4 hour closure on gold as well. Yep. I don't really have anything here. Yeah, we closed above, but oh, this is a 30. Oh no, this is the 15. Never mind. Okay, yeah. Cool. So that makes more sense. Yeah. I wonder if anybody else took this, or if somebody took this buy right here. Because technically it's sort of a fake out on the 30. Depends on where you draw your levels though. Yeah, depends on where you draw your levels, but this is technically a fake out on the 30. Hey, but hey, if we wait for the 4-hour closure, we could still get our buys that way, right? So nothing lost here, nothing lost. But I will be off for a little bit. Yeah, I'll be back at least before the 4-hour closes. Before the 4-hour closes, I'll be back at the very least. I might be back earlier, but never later. Cool. Coolio. Yeah, this GJ is, I mean, at this point, it's very likely gonna continue pushing. No, let me not even say that, because yeah, we'll see how we close here. We'll see how we close. Cool. So I shall be back, y'all. I shall be back for more riveting breakdown. And yeah, y'all just vibe out. All right, since I'm around, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this 15-minute closure. Okay. So 15-minute closure on GJ. That's interesting. We have a bearish closure opening without a bottom wick. Okay. That's interesting. That's interesting. 30-minute. Let's see. Okay, so I mean, for sure, we don't have any entries now, right? Until the 4-hour close. So, yeah, I mean, the only thing I can see that might play out here is because now technically you have created this bottom wick for the 30, right? So if you end up flipping here on the 30, you might continue driving up to 199.82, 0.83. So that is something that might play out here, right? You flip on the 30 on the hourly as well. That is something that might play out, but you know, we'll still be waiting for the 4-hour close because you'll still, I doubt this. If we were to start pushing up here, I doubt we would start pushing up towards like 200, right? I doubt we would just go and tap 200 all at once. So, you know, yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Let's see, gold. How did gold close on the 15? So gold closure 15 bullish. So you're in a pretty good level here. You're in a pretty good range here to take buys, but final 15 of the 4-hour. So I'd rather just stay out. Yeah, you're right at that 4-hour level actually. Yeah, so never mind. You're right at that 4-hour level. So I would like to see a closer above before I start getting involved with the buys. But yeah, so pretty much the same thing. Just gonna be waiting for the 4-hour close here. Let's see how we close, and we'll move from there, right? All right, return to vibing out. back. We are back. Cool. So we got about 1 minute left for this 4-hour closer. So GJ looks like this 4 hour is gonna close respecting resistance here, right? So respecting this level. Let me see. It's the hourly closing like. We're closing bearish on the hourly. Yeah, you're sort of closing. Yeah, you're closing in between the range. You're just closing in the range with both the hourly and the 4 hour. So I'd say these signal more towards sells than buys, but you know, direction wise, it's not the best in terms of indicating any particular direction. So 3 seconds left. So boom, we have our closer. Let's see. Close bearish, respecting on the 30. Same thing on the hourly. Okay, so you're coming up here, no bottom wick. So you don't have a bottom wick for this current 4 hour, right? Interesting. Okay. Let me see. What can we cook up here? But before we start cooking, let's see how gold closed. So gold closed. So okay, gold closed bullish. So we actually have direction on gold. We closed bullish above, right? We closed bullish above. I'd say our next level here is about 23.38. So first thing you did was create that top wick. So you would expect a little bit of a steeper bottom wick now, right? Yeah, so a little bit more of a steeper bottom wick. So you closed above this, but not over. If we had this formation on GJ, I would take this, right? So well, no, I wouldn't take it. I would wait for a steeper bottom wick first, then I'd take it, right? Yeah, I can't take this quite yet. Not quite yet. Yeah, because this 4 hour, I understand this 4 hour did technically close above here. We did close above these levels, these resistance levels here. Looks like we closed above well, they're the same levels, right? Both this resistance and support levels are the same levels. So it looks like we closed above and we might be ready to start pushing up here, but yeah, nah, with the way this hourly levels are looking, because on the hourly it looks like we just rejected those levels, right? But you might just continue pushing up here, right? You might just continue pushing up. I'm trying to think here. So one of two things could happen, right? You either come down, create a steeper bottom wick, and then make the move to the top side, right? Or you make the move to the top side first, right? So you continue pushing up here, tap into this level, maybe even this level here, then you start rejecting, right? So I'm trying to think, if it's the second option, if it's the latter, is it possible for us to now take those buys going up? Is that a possibility here? I don't want to take anything at this, like, while we're still respecting that level. I'm not gonna lie. See GJ. All right, let's keep off gold for a little bit. I'm gonna, yeah, let's quickly reanalyze the GJ right here real quick. So our monthly is bearish currently, right? Monthly is currently bearish. Weekly is currently bearish, but this could just be a bottom wick to continue this push up, right? Have we taken out the previous? So we haven't taken out previous weekly lows. So potentially, maybe those are targets, maybe, but it's not exactly set in stone. It's not something that has to be targets, but you know, maybe. You already tapped into this level, this daily level, right? So you could be going up. Okay, so 4 hour close below though. You retested the lows, came back up, never closed above, still respected. Okay. see. You tap there first, so now this could just be okay. So on the 4 hour, right, you came down first, tap this level, then tapped a little bit higher and close back inside the range, right? So this tap a little bit higher could just be your liquidity grab to continue this push down further than this level here. So now you're opening without a top wick. You might be creating this, right, creating a structure here, so higher highs, higher lows, sorry, lower highs, lower lows. Boom, you come up here and then you continue to push down, right? So that being said, how many pips is this flip now? 8 pips. Do I really believe that we're not gonna flip on this candle? Not really. Not really. It's just a matter of, let's see. So this is the first 5 minute. First 5 minute. First 5 minute closure. Let's see what that does. Okay, 4 hour looks good. Hourly. I think even if you're gonna drive up here, right? So I think the 5 minute just closed. Let's see. Yeah, I don't like where we closed on the 5 there. Not a fan. You have a lot of volume to the top side right now because all these candles are opening without a bottom wick. You have a lot of volume to the top side. The thing with this, I would rather take the wick entry than take the flip, because the flip might just be a play for the bottom wick and we continue pushing back up. All right, because you're sort of in a range here. You're not really. Okay, so these levels here. This is the level. You sort of came down. Let's just tap that. And you have interesting. 5. Okay, so what I'm gonna do. Yeah, but then you could. It's a little dangerous. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be a flip of a 4, but what's to say the 4 is gonna drive down? Came here, boom, boom. I tapped there, came back down. Yeah. Yeah, the direction on GJ is not quite, I don't know, it's not quite set. That's the only thing. Because this move now, I would much rather take this as a wick entry than take this as a flip. Because if this is just if this flips, this could flip just to create a bottom wick, right? Because I mean, looking at the 15, we do have, like, I mean, look at this candle here, right? Look at this. Look what happened here. All right, so you could just have a little bit of a bottom wick, right? You come down, create that bottom wick, and then continue to push up. So that's a possibility here. Yeah, this range is not the cleanest. I'm not very confident in this range here. Not very well. Okay, all right. So here's the thing. Here's another thing I've been looking at, right? We are playing 4 hour levels at this point, right? We are playing 4 hour levels. So I guess a 15-minute level is, I mean, you not disregard, not that you can disregard it, but it is a little bit more, you know, you can well, not overlook it, consider it. But I mean, if the 4 hour level is saying something different to the 5 minute, 15 minute, then I think I'd rather err on the side of the 4 hour, right? So with that being said, now can I take this flip? Yeah, I would really like to get in before the flip, but we might just keep on pushing up. But what are the chances we keep pushing up before we make this bottom wick, right? Very low, very low. So 5 minutes about to close. Let's see how this 5 closes. I tell you what, if we close below, let me see. Yeah, if we close below here on the 5, I'll take a sell. Yeah, if we close below here on the 5, I'll take a sell-off rip. I'll take a sell-off rip for the, it would be a wick entry, and I'll be sort of aiming the flip. I'll be aiming for the flip for the break even, which is about 4-ish, about 4 pips. In terms of my stop loss though, I mean, if you close respect in there, most you can do is come up here and grab liquidity, and that'd be the extent of it, right? You would need to go back down in order for, yeah, so somewhere around here, right? Boom, something like that. Okay, now this is becoming more tempting to take the wick entries, to be honest with you. So now this is how many pips? This is about 10 pips vantage point. Why I'm waiting for the 5? So 5 minute about to close in about 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, so this one as well. So all these candles are opening with no bottom wick. All these candles opening with no bottom wick. Okay, interesting. If we come up all the way to here, if we come up to 199.766 without a bottom wick, let's see. Gotta push up. Oh, this one pushed up. Same level too, right? Interesting. So I'm looking at this level to the left, right? I'm looking at this level, this formation to the left, and you sort of had, see how you came down here? So you see how you rejected this level, came down, tested here, then you did this, right? And you did this, push up, and then you melted, right? Then you melted. So if you're looking to mirror this move, right? So you've done one part, right? You've come down, right? You've already come down, right? Boom, you've already come up. You've already tested, where did you test? Okay, came down. That's this, right? Yeah, so you came down, you're currently coming up. That means you're gonna find some type of support here, then go up here, and then come back down. So with that being said, the only way I'll take this wick entry is if we tap this level here. All right, that would be my wick entry. All right, that would make the most sense for the wick entry. But for now, it might just need to be a flip. So yeah, that's all I'm looking at. That's all I'm looking at, and I don't sound very confident in it, just cause I mean it's not clean, right? It's not really clean yet. Yeah, 4 hour on gold might be forming something. Yeah, nothing yet. You can't really take anything yet on the 4 on gold. Yeah, can't really take much here. GJ. $15.30. Yeah. I mean, it might play out, but it's really not a clean. It's not a clean entry. I don't even like the flip, to be honest with you. This whole range, the fact that we close inside this range just automatically fucked us. Excuse my language. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this range. You're driving down now though, so that's sort of a good sign. 15 coming for a flip. 15 coming in for a flip. Let's see. Let's see. What's the 15 gonna do? 15 gonna drive you down or what? Okay. 20 some seconds left for this close. So 5-minute closing below. Trying to think now, can you actually get something here off this 15? So that would be the 30 flip. 15 closing below. Is that a 30 level or no? Not really. Okay, so 15 just closed. Created a top wick. Created a top wick. And then flipped. So 30 is about to flip here. 30 is about to flip. Let's see. Are we gonna fill that range or not? Let's see. Yeah, I'm just not confident in the position. I'm not confident in the position just because of the way. I mean, this is a 4-hour. Yeah, this is a 4-hour play, no? So should the 15-minute really matter that much? It's a good question. That's a good question. Yeah, you might continue to drive down here. You might continue to drive down. Yeah, if you do, it is what it is, right? We'll get something else. The month just started, the week just started. We'll get something else. Don't worry about it. Even this hourly close respecting. Yeah, so it's not a position I'm confident in. It is one I know could play out. I recognize it could play out here, but it's not really one I'm too confident with. But now that you have that, what's it called? You have that top wick now, right? Let me see. Yeah, man. Yeah, I got no plays here, man. I got no plays. It might just be a slow week for me, but I got no plays. I got no plays. I saw this, but yeah, I'm not. This range is not the nicest. I'm not a fan of that range. I'm not a fan of taking anything inside that range. The only thing that looks good here is the 4-hour. Right, that's the only thing that looks good. It's the 4-hour. 30-15. Yeah. So with that being said, I'm gonna hop off stream. I'm gonna hop off real quick. I'm gonna still be trading, but I'm gonna hop off. I'd say for gold. Look for I mean, at the very least, you want an hourly 30-minute closer right above 23.36. Right, if you can get that 30-minute closer above 23.36, then you can start considering your buys here. Wait for a bottom wick, you can start considering your buys. As for GJ, I mean, you've already flipped here and you've come down all this way, so I mean, you most likely will just tap 199.45, right? But I don't really have anything clean until I'd say, I mean, a closer below here, right? If we can get that 30-minute close below 199.45, I wouldn't mind taking those sells to the downside for sure, especially after making this top wick. For sure, I wouldn't mind those sells to the downside, and you do have a little bit of a vantage point there as well, depending on how you close. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. So like I was saying before, most likely will not stream for the rest of the week. I will try though. I will try to stream, but if not, c'est la vie, yeah. If I can't, then we'll be back next week. All right, I'll put out a community post, you know, once everything is decided. But yeah, once again, appreciate y'all. Welcome to the new month, and you know, hopefully it's gonna be a profitable one. Well, yeah, appreciate y'all for showing up. We back again. Okay, I was about to say we back again tomorrow, but I might not be here tomorrow. But you know, we back again at least next week, right? Same time, same place, 7:30 a.m. Eastern, 12:30 p.m. West African time. All right, y'all. Peace. Thank you.